Yo. Hi. Hybrid and true kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so.
Whoa, what's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. All right, is the eye almost better? I think it's almost there. You can kind of see it. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing okay. We'll have a kind of a different show today because what up? How you guys doing? If you're here, check in the comment section so that I know that you're here. I was playing around with the whole with the live stream today, and it was seriously screwing up. Now, in the past, when I've seen these mistakes, it ends up ending the show by taking too much of my internet or something, and it just shuts the show off. That's if I show too many things on the screen. So I'm not gonna show too many things on the screen. I have only 3 screens that I'm gonna show you. That's my internet browser, and that is also the trivia page, and there's this screen. Okay, so I'm not gonna get fancy with it today. So please excuse the mess, I suppose. What up, Chacon? Hey, we got practice tonight, and we have games on Saturday. All right, it's not the games that you see on the site. It is the games at 6 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. All right, you guys may sign up for the games earlier than that, but wait until Friday to sign up for those games, please. Give the other kids a chance to sign up in case they want to pack those games out. But I really just want you guys there for the 6 and 7 o'clock game if you guys are on the Vegas or bust team. That's the secret games. They're not on the website. It's a weird thing that I'm doing, but we got to make sure that we tell everybody tonight. So tell your partner to show up, all right? And your partner should be telling you about the game times. You guys keep each other accountable, and then the whole team will be there. And that's how we're going to grow this team, all right? We're even thinking about adding your names to the back of your uniforms per idea of Melo's mom, Brittany. All right, so maybe we can do something like that. We want to make you guys feel special, but at the same time, I need you guys to act special. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to do certain things. So for tonight's workout, I'm gonna ask everyone their grade that I asked for the homework. Okay, where I said, tell me your effort grade, and whoever hasn't done it yet, they're gonna make everyone run extra. Okay, because I've asked for this, and some people just haven't done it. So now we're running because this isn't your show anymore. This is my show. That's what being on a team is. Being on a team, it's not about you anymore. It's about the team, right? And it's the coach's job to get the team to be better. And if the coach doesn't do his job, usually that coach is fired. No one's gonna fire me, but still. All right, this is our team, and if we don't do well, it's not on you anymore. It's on me. So I'm gonna force you guys to do this. Normally I would say, want to be better, you can be better. Want to do it, you can do it, whatever, right? Not anymore. Okay, now that you're on this team, I won't do it to everybody, just these guys, these 10 players that we have. You guys are now mandated to do this thing. So I'll surprise you guys with how I figure that out, but we have some extra runs because of that. All right, what else do we have? Besides those games, everyone signed up. That's that. Workouts tonight, blah, blah, blah. Let's just start the show. We got our quote of the day. Again, like I told you, we're only going to go to this page. Let me see if I can even get to it. Okay, so I got this page right here. All right. Hopefully this doesn't break down. I'm still here, right? If I freeze, it means that it broke. And I'm like, that means that is broken, but it's not broken. But the quote of the day is, nothing is ours except time. I was just talking about this with someone. I won't tell you exactly what I was talking about, but imagine if you were I don't know, just anywhere in life, whether you be at a job interview, stuck in traffic, or maybe someone's late for something, whatever it may be, and someone's basically wasting your time. All right, that doesn't sound like the biggest thing in the world, right? But people can waste your money, they can waste your soda, they can waste your food, they can waste a lot of things. But I think when they waste your time, they're literally killing you. Just a little bit, but they're murdering you. Okay? There is nothing bigger than time. You ask a zillion people, would you rather win $1 million or have 40 years taken from your life? They're going to be like, I said that wrong. Would you rather lose $1 million or have 40 years taken from your life? Or you ask a rich person, how much would you be willing to pay if you have if they had $1 million? How much would you be willing to pay if I added 20 years to your life? If I got to make you 20 years younger? They would say that would be an infinite amount of money, because time is everything. Time is of the essence. Time is all that we have. So with that said, with this quote of the day, nothing is ours except time. Make the most of it. If that's your only true possession is time, you have to make sure that you're not wasting it. When other people waste your time, that's bad. When you waste your own time, that's even worse. Okay? So realize how important time is. Time is there for basketball games. Time is there for your improvement, because you have to get in those 10,000 hours. Time will be there for your entire life until you don't have any more life left. So nothing is ours except time is not just the quote of the day. It should be the quote of your life. Of your life. All right. Anyways, moving on. Now we had our. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. I got our story of the day. Let me see. Could I do the story of the day like this? Let me see. Okay, I got that, this, that, these, those. All right, I'm gonna open this up like this. There we go. All right. So the story of the day would be on this page, and it's this sentence like that. Now you guys get to see all the behind the scenes. All right, and I pull this up, and then it brings up the story of the day like that. All right. Here's the story of the day today. Let's turn down the music so you guys can watch it, and turn this puppy up. Watch it.
All we can do is point you toward the peak of the world's tallest mountain. We can't tell you how you'll react to the altitude and cold. We can only warn you that others are pointing you towards smaller plateaus and hills. And we can only help you every step along the way. This correct road is not an easy one, but being on that road is fortunate.
You know the hardest part about this road that we're talking about right here, about this road, is that I believe that our program is directing you toward Mount Everest, right? I believe that, and we're headed toward that, whether you can handle it or not. Most of you guys cannot handle Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the NBA. We start climbing that mountain, your breath will give out. All right? You will get scared. Whatever it may be, you won't handle it very, very well. But that's not what people judge programs on. People judge programs on, well, where are the best basketball players? All right? What up, Luke? What up, Wes? Speaking of the best basketball players. All right, but they'll be like, where are the best basketball players? Because obviously, the best basketball players want to make it to Mount Everest. Where are they going? And they're going to somewhere where they're being lied to. Maybe even not even purposely. Maybe someone's never seen the top of the mountain. They have no clue how to get there, and they're like, this is the highest mountain that I've seen. Let's go this way. Right, and then they tell you to do things that won't even make you make the NBA. They tell you to do things that will just make you feel happy, because they think that maybe this mountain is impossible, so why not just go for shorter mountains instead of killing yourself? I wouldn't climb Mount Everest like the real one. No, I wouldn't. That'd be dumb, because so many people die. It's unnecessary. It's actually, as you get to the highest level, it's where human beings shouldn't even be able to breathe. So why would you want to climb it, right? You're risking your life. This is a figurative mountain, so I feel like, basketball, it's not going to kill you, so you might as well do that. But other people were like, no, let's do this. And when they choose a different way, when they tell you, oh yeah, McDonald's food is the best for you. Oh yeah, we have a play place. People start to believe them, and they're doing it to get money usually, but they also end up getting the best players, because where do the best players go? They go where everyone else is going. Where's everyone else going? Not there. If everyone were told to do this Mount Everest stuff, not everyone would do it. It would be as, uncommon as the actual Mount Everest. They would be like, that's too hard to strive for my 100%, and they're not doing it. So the program like ours, it's not gonna be popular. If McDonald's is popular, those kind of places are popular. This isn't gonna be popular. This is gonna be unpopular. And the best players, they're not gonna wanna do it because they're already winning. Why would I sacrifice my life, my swag, my my wins because you want to try to get me to the NBA where I might not even make it. So following the crowd in this regard is not a smart thing. All right, we are absolutely going toward Mount Everest. All right, and again, when you look at it, look at that story. All we can do is point you toward the peak of the world's tallest mountain. That's all that we can do. All right, and we can't tell you how you react to the altitude and cold. We can only warn you that others are pointing you towards smaller plateaus and hills. We can't prove it because you won't know until you get there. All right, and we can only help you every step along the way. I can only help you. I can't really force you to do the work. All right, this correct road is not an easy one, but being on that road is very, very, very fortunate. So make sure that you understand that what we're offering you, it's a very fortunate thing. So take that, and where it's going to wind up getting you will be, all right, go to a high school game. Go to a really, really popular high school game. There'll be players on the court, and they will think that they're all that. There'll be cheerleaders cheering for them, a whole school cheering for them, and then they'll go to school the next day as heroes. You will be better than all those heroes, at the very, very least. At the very least, we're gonna make you better than all those awesome high school players. You'll be better than them because we're trying to go for the pros. You might not make that. You might hit college. You might not make that. But you're darn sure gonna hit being a varsity player if you tried your hardest right now, immediately right now. And you're gonna not regret that for 1 second when you're in high school because it'll feel so good. You'll be so proud of yourself. All right, so we had a player, I won't name him, his name is Wes. It's not this Wes though, it's another Wes. He was not the best player in our program. He struggled a lot. He finally left our program right before high school, or right in high school, and he thought he was bad. He would go on the road with us, and he would struggle at every single thing he did. And now he's one of the best players at his high school. All right. He was not that far off of being that. I'm sure he's proud. I'm sure he wishes he didn't quit this program because he would be even better now. He's like averaging like 20 points a game. He was like one of our worst players. That's what we do does to other people. Even the worst of us becomes pretty darn good. So keep pushing yourselves toward that mountain, okay? The stuff that we're doing today is all this middle school stuff right here. All right, we have star passing, post catch, quick finish, 3-on-3 defensive positioning, press break, reverse repeat, which is a great one that we're gonna do. 3-on-3 defensive positioning is also good. We're gonna work on that as well. 49 seconds down by 3 with free throws and then bigs versus guards. All right, we will do that stuff, but we're mainly gonna be like preparing for our games this weekend. Okay, we'll be running, we'll do things like that. But the other side, we'll have them do mainly open gym. For open gym stuff, it's right here on Saturday stuff. It's 3-on-2, 2-on-1. They'll play like that. Then 2-on-2 lateral is on-ball screen. That's how they're gonna start. All right, we might all start like that possibly, but I think I'm gonna take the Vegas elite team to the side and have them do their thing. Okay, so that's how we're starting practice. That's what we're doing. If you want to know the quote of the day for the Saturday, it's "Where there's a will, there's a way." It's a great quote. Not gonna talk about that though. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. I don't know where we're at now, because again, I'm doing things differently. I know where we're at. We're at a did you know? All right. Let's see what that is. All right. I think it's this one right here. All right. Did you know that LeBron James is trying to start an international league? An international league. LeBron's business partner is consulting with a group on an international basketball league. I think that this has huge ramifications. At first, I thought it was like, wait, are you trying to compete with the NBA? If they did that, that'd be devastating to the NBA because if the NBA had just as good people overseas, it would split them up. That's the problem with the leagues here in Colorado. All the good players are split up, and they're everywhere. And you don't want to split apart the talent. But with this, it might be a better version of the G League. All right, where it's not just the people that are homebound, and you can actually make some money off it because now you have G League teams not competing with NBA teams. So if you had a G League team in like China, let's say, if they allowed that, if China allowed that, all right, they would have a direct link to an NBA team. So that would be very tempting to be on that team, just like the G League is. But they'll also have a crowd, so now you can pay these people more money. Because in the G League, they don't make money. I had a friend leave the G League because he went to Germany to make more money. It just wasn't worth it. Even though the G League is right knocking on the door of the NBA, it wasn't worth it. All right. So if this International Basketball League is in cahoots with the NBA, that might be a good thing. And LeBron's big enough to make this thing like work with just his name. So that's an interesting thing. It also leads our American basketball players with more of a chance to make the NBA. Because now those things might be so huge that they might want to do those things as opposed to just doing some random leagues overseas. Now those leagues will be funded by the NBA, or at least by the NBA's like star power. I think it's a very interesting thing. And yeah. All right, let's see the next thing that was on our list. I think we have what is it? All right, it's these guys. All right, these two. I'm not gonna say anything. Let me know what you guys think. But look what these guys just did. This guy scored 102 points in a basketball game. This guy had 35 assists. That's fantastic. I'm not gonna hate on them. It takes a lot to score 102 points. I dare you to try to score 102 points against a second grade team, okay? It's a hard thing to do. The problem is, the score of the game was 119 to 25. Few things about that. Why aren't you working on stuff to get better? I'm sure you're not going to win the state championship with that attitude. 2, why are your best players still in the game? All right. 3, you should be making your other players better during this time because you already have the lead. You already won. If you're trying to win, you let the other players get better. This is just like absolutely shooting to try to get 102 points like an idiot. There's no way either of these guys are going to a higher level. I'm throwing that out there. I know that a Ball brother did it. He broke 100 one time by cherry picking and stuff like that. But I'm just guessing based off the situation. 119 to 25, stayed in the game, and then they're holding up a picture with, they're holding up their number like they did something. I don't like that. I think it's the lamest thing ever, and I would never be like that. It reminded me of our third graders when we were beating a team by a lot, and I was like, start to try to run a play, and then they couldn't, even against this bad team. We were beating by 30 in the first half. They couldn't run and play against them. So I was like, that's why we need to practice now. And they looked at me so, like it was Donovan. He looked at me so mad. I was like, what? Would you rather win by 100? And he goes, yes. All right. That's your downfall, is that you don't care about improving. You care about the current clout that you'll get. You got to avoid that. You got to avoid those right now temptations. It's about improving. Don't even schedule this team if you're going to beat them by that much, okay? But yeah, you should have started trying to work on your left hand. Started trying to do this. There's other things to get better at than just pouring in a whole bunch of points and assists in. So I do not acknowledge these guys as being good at all. Trash. Trash is my verdict. Trash. All right. Next thing is our trivia question. I said that I did have this page up. Trivia question today. Good luck at answering it. Whoever answers it first wins. Whoever wins the most wins the $50 for the month. And the trivia question today is... that button is not working, but that's gonna work. There you go. Trivia question is, what college did D. Wade attend? That's an easy trivia question. Easy to look this up, so it's gonna be the quickness. I'm looking on that board over there. I know someone's going to answer it, so first answer to come on that board. All right, which college did D. Wade attend? Didn't use his actual name because that's part of the game. I had to make it semi-hard. But D. Wade attended which college? You got to spell it right. Might be a complicated word to spell. First person to answer it. Come on. I'm going to leave the screen up for a little while. There you go. Who answered it? Weston answered it right there. And that would be Weston. Is that Weston's second point? Wes Chambers, that is your second point. You were killing, boy. Yes. D. Wade went to Marquette University. All right. And yes, it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin to play under coach Tom Crean. In his freshman year, he was sidelined, but then later on he did awesome and blah, blah, blah. He made the NBA and he did all this other stuff, but that's where it started. Marquette, know your history, folks. All right, moving on to what else are we talking about here? Okay, besides those idiots, we got this right here. Speaking of D Wade, in 2009, some people say he was robbed of an MVP. I looked up a stat one time. They were like, you know how Michael Jordan is the greatest shooting guard of all time, and of course Kobe Bryant is second, maybe, right? Who's the third? And you can't think of anyone. It goes to Jerry West real quick. But also, someone mentioned that D Wade was, and I was like, what? Is he that great? It's just that there are not that many. Manu Ginobili might be like the next one. It's a weird thing. All right? It gets very, very like low, but low very fast. Or does that mean that we're just hyping up the other two so high? And these guys aren't so far behind them. But D-Wade might arguably be the third best shooting guard of all time. And then some people say he was robbed of the 2009 MVP. I just want to use this time to show you guys a few D-Wade highlights. That's it. That's it.
Let me take you back to the 2008-2009 NBA season.
So who won it? Was it
a
Kobe?
Season of brilliance, fierce competition, and one of the greatest individual campaigns in basketball history. It's a year where Dwayne Wade delivered a basketball masterclass that left fans and analysts alike in awe. Wade in 2008-2009 wasn't just great, he was extraordinary. He led the league in scoring, dominated on both ends of the floor, and carried a Miami Heat team that, let's be honest, had no business making the playoffs without him. Yet, when the MVP votes came in, Wade didn't win. In fact, he didn't even finish second, he came in third. Today, we're gonna dive deep into this. Was Dwayne Wade robbed of the 2009?
There's been a lot of guys robbed of MVPs. All right, there's the famous one with Steve Nash, where Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs, and he won it over Shaquille O'Neal. His stats, he was only averaging like 16, 17 points a game, too. But he was a very valuable player. I think that the league switches off and on. I don't think that it should be like that it's like that important and like who wins the MVP. But they tend to make it so that the person that they want to win it wins it. All right. And I think at certain points in time, like, I don't want to say it, but like, you know, it's the thing that Donald Trump keeps talking about, DEI hires, all right, where because Steve Nash is white, they need to appeal to more white people. So they're going to let him win. Also, it's also just different. Whereas you get like Jackie Robinson doing so well, it's different at the time, and you say, wow, you did so well under the circumstances. And not only is Nash white, but he's also short, and Shaquille O'Neal is enormously huge. So it's like, yeah, Shaq, you should be killing. And then the same thing happens to Jokic right now. He's so big, everyone's like, and he's won so many times, they're like, you've won enough. LeBron James probably should have won a few more MVPs. All right? So it's a weird concept, and I think it's kind of like a popularity contest at some point in time. So I think we shouldn't like hold it in such high regard. But in terms of like, has D-Wade ever won an MVP award? Well, that kind of sucks for his career if he hasn't. Especially when he's dominated at least a year in the NBA. All right? So I think we need to just appreciate these guys a little bit more. And the people that end up being like second, third place MVP categories, we need to understand it could have been either one of them probably. All right? SGA is going to probably win it like one of these years, but should a Jokic win it basically every year if he's the best player? Do you guys agree with that? Or do people get voter fatigue? Meaning like, yeah, we know what you can do, but what else can you do? Like when Steph Curry won it, and then the very next year he did twice as good as he did the year before, it was like, that was amazing to watch. So shouldn't people always be improving? It's a weird thing, but there's some conspiracy theorists out there that say basically like he was robbed. All right, I don't know what you think about it, but let me know in the comment section. Anyways, let's talk about, we got one main thing to talk about. Let me get me back to my main page. All right, because again, this thing is very delicate. I don't want to mess up the thing. I guess I can see the homework. Will the homework mess it up? Let's check. Who's been posting homework? All right, it looks good so far. All right, don't freeze on me now. All right, who's been posting the homework? I got Weston right there. I got Chacon. I got Lincoln. We got Kaden Hoppy right there. Who's that one? Matisse. Nice job, you homework people. Jay right there. All right. Yes. So don't only just do the homework. Make sure that we're preparing for our games. All right. And if you do well at the homework this week for the travel team, if you break your record in terms of like, I think our record right now is what was it? 57 runs. All right. If you get fewer than 57 runs, I will half it next week. All right, so this week is being halved. If you guys do better than how many points was that? 43 points, which means you guys are doing about 4 average between all you guys. All right, we will up it. So if everyone does 5 next week, that's all you need to do. 5 for this week. Sorry, 5 each for this week, and you guys will break the record, and you guys will have half the runs. All right, I'm trying to be nice about it, but today you guys have extra runs. Just because you guys didn't do the homework assignment that I gave you, where I wanted to know your level of effort that you were willing to give. So please do that. Please add that. And so we can finish up here, I have the quote of the day. Let's see where was it? Man, today's show is it was so low tech. I don't know what I think about that. I don't think it was bad, but it definitely like messed me up with the pace of it. Yes, but understand that time is everything. So this is why I'm all about you guys showing up on time. That's why I'm all about you guys going as hard as you can during our warm-up stuff, because I see every single second as a big deal. I've thought this way probably since I was 20. I didn't think this way in high school or before. But starting when I was about 20, it was like my college career will be over soon. Maybe my whole basketball career, like now matters. And I still think that, even though I'm like so young, I'm like, I could die today. I don't know. I need to make today count. And while every day isn't like, a masterpiece, it's always in the back of my mind that this day matters, this hour matters, this practice matters. All right, and I think that if you guys can get it in your mind before I did, before I was 20, you guys can do it when you're like 9 or 14. Your lives will be infinitely better. So know that today matters. You can't just skip today, especially in terms of like starting out on stuff, or when it comes down to this stuff, our trajectory page. The thing that I want everyone to be doing. All right, where it's all this stuff that I want you guys doing. All right, so you go down the list. Today is a Thursday, and how could you imagine yourself doing these things? Could you imagine yourself posting the monthly homework? The monthly homework is push-ups. How many push-ups can you do? All right, and it's like 5. Wait, is it 10? 5, 10, or 25? Is it just that? Something like that. It's like 10, 25, or 50. There you go. All right, that's the monthly homework. It takes you between 5 minutes to 10 minutes. That's actually, it'll take you like fewer than that. It'll take like 2 minutes. All right, post the daily challenge. The daily challenge switches. It's based off of the book. All right, are you gonna do that stuff? All right, post the daily challenge. Post the monthly homework. That's possible to do both those today. You're gonna watch the live stream, or you guys are already watching the live stream. All right, are you gonna do Friday's skill workout prep? You're going to prepare for Friday's workout today, meaning you're going to post 5 minutes apiece of whatever we're doing for Friday's workout. That's a hard one right there. That one takes about 30 minutes of work. 5 minutes apiece for 6 drills, 30 minutes. Can you post the workout card? Well, that one's harder. The workout card might take like a whole hour, especially if you're in high school, because it's double. But before the high school, there's a single one. It's 100 shots, 50 push-ups, 5 minutes of ball handling, 5 minutes of jump rope. All right, that's not impossible. All right, like it's a lot of work, yes. And then show up to the team practice. Now, if you can do all that stuff right there, that would be all that you would need to do for today. That is a lot of work. but there's something every single day. You don't have to do it every single day. You can take off about 2 of these things. You can pick your favorite 4, pick your favorite 3, and your grade will be high up there, at least to a C, if not an A-. So that's what I'm checking for today. Everyone must give me their grade. Hopefully they're not lying, but I hope that you guys will do it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to run some extra ones, okay? All right, because we are winning in July when it comes down to Vegas. We are winning. I will drag you guys there by your freaking hair that I don't have because I'm jealous. We are winning. So get ready for that stuff. That's my time. I'll get out of here. See y'all soon. Peace, guys.
Ready, big man thing, my people
I got the
crazy.
music.
You better
I
like
gotta
it.
get the outro.
Go get ready, my people crazy. You better like it. Good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Yeah, we can end it. Boa baby, it's a dazzle thing karibu tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl. I'm here to conquer, girl. In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the badness. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. I'm a biggie man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender.